I've stepped into 100 rooms in my mind before ever setting foot in a single one of those. And I used to think it was just my imagination until it actually started happening. Do you ever have those moments where you're feeling like you've lived them before, where you're sitting in a conversation and suddenly it feels super familiar, like you've been there before? And I can tell you that's not luck, that's not deja vu, that's the power of visualization. I sat in boardroom pitching ideas. I had already done it in my mind. Before I stepped into my own business, I had seen myself running that business and all of its intricacies 1,000 times over. And when the moment actually arrived, I wasn't nervous, I was ready. The crazy thing is, most people never do this. Most people wait until an opportunity is right in front of them before they even start thinking about it. But by then, it's too late. They're unprepared, they're overwhelmed, and they miss their shot. The brain actually doesn't know the difference between something vividly imagined and something that's happening in real life. And there's actual science behind it. When you visualize an experience in detail, whether it's delivering a speech, closing a deal, or hitting a personal milestone, your brain fires the exact same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. This is why elite athletes spend hours mentally rehearsing their performances. This is why top CEOs, leaders, and experts in their field map out their entire meetings before they even happen. It's neuroscience. And it's something anyone can tap into. So let me ask you, are you practicing stepping into your future, or are you just hoping things fall into place like everyone else? When I worked in tech, I knew I wanted to step into a leadership position. I wanted to grow, take on more responsibility, but I didn't just wait for a promotion. I started visualizing myself as that leader. What would the leader do? I started acting. What would the leader do? How does that leader speak? How do they carry themselves? How do they handle specific situations and challenges? And then I went for the CEO/GM role, and I didn't get it. The owner told me at the time, I feel like I'm holding you back. You should start your own business. So I did. And because I had already built that vision in my mind, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And then 2 years later, the same owner calls me and says, mate, I need your help. Can you come in and consult to my team? Can you map out my entire business infrastructure? That's the power of sitting with your future self. That's the power of being prepared before the opportunity even presents. So how do you actually do this? How do you do all this stuff? Here's a simple exercise. Every morning, take 5 minutes. Close your eyes and visualize your future self. Not just the big wins, the daily habits, the mindset, the conversations that you're having. What does that version of you do differently to what you are doing now? And start small. If you're nervous about speaking up in meetings, visualize yourself doing this with confidence. If you want to grow your business, picture the moment that you land your dream client. What does it smell like? What are they wearing? How does the texture of your clothes feel? The more you see it, the more your brain will find ways to make it real. And then the key, start showing up as that version of yourself. Because when the moment comes for you to do this, you won't be surprised, you'll be ready. Your future is waiting for you to step into it. The question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And if you haven't thought about it yet, maybe start thinking about it. Start having this visualization, this dialogue with your future self. Because the future belongs to those who prepare for it. Good luck.